That supported this program, and of course the national agencies in Cyprus and in Germany that approved our application, and he's quite sure that we will be successful, and looking forward to probably another project like a Comenius partnership where we can exchange students and pupils as well.
Thank you. I will try to speak in English to you. Ladies and gentlemen, dear friends, well, I think that I may speak to you as a friend since yesterday evening, and in March 2010 we meet George in Kronach in a very friendly atmosphere. First of all, I want to apologize for my English. Unfortunately, it is not the language of my daily usage, and a friend helps me to translate this speech. It's a great pleasure for me as a member of the government of Franconia to be in charge of the project Comenius Regio and to send you Mr. Wilhelm Wenning's best regards. He is the district president of Upper Franconia. Upper Franconia is one of the 7 districts in the state of Bavaria and covers the area of Bamberg, Coburg, Kronach, Hof and Bayreuth. Bayreuth is the town of Wagner Festival. Upper Franconia is located in the middle between Munich and Berlin, as well as in the middle between Frankfurt and Prague. It has become an intersection in the traffic from east to west. Upper Franconia also is the most northern Bavarian district, and when you look at the map, it is above the others. That is why people like to say Upper Franconia is on the top of Bavaria. Within the district's government, I am the head of the school department and therefore responsible for all the schools in Upper Franconia, especially for the primary schools, special schools and vocational schools. It is also a great pleasure for me as a member of our delegation, together with the president of the Kronach County Board, Landrat Oswald Mayer, and Mr. Heinz Tischler of Volkshochschule Kronach, to accept your hospitality. I would like to give thanks to Mr. Tischler for his great efforts concerning the Comenius Regio project. Without him, we would still be trying to fill in the application forms. The dynamics of the European societies and economies require permanent and contemporary focusing on new developments, particularly on the educational possibilities. Taking a look at the situations in other regions offers new strategies in the own action field. From 2007 to 2013, and with a budget of nearly 7 billion euros, the European Union supports the exchange of pupils and teachers of all age, as well as the cooperation of educational institutions in Europe. The purpose is to get to know other cultures, a growing understanding between the people, and a growing cooperation between the members of the European Union. This is realized, for example, by the development of a European quality frame in the field of education and the national realization of it, the national quality frames. We are to shape the European integration and face the challenges of globalization. if we want to provide an understanding for that and to support young people in increasing their skills and qualifications, which are important for their job opportunities and for an active participation, we have to implement the European idea in our schools and ensure the quality of education. Comenius supports most of all the mobility of pupils and educational staff, the study of foreign languages, and enables innovative ways of cooperation between educational institutions in Europe. By means of Comenius Regio Supervisory School.
Οι περιφερειακές συμπράξεις παρέχουν την ευκαιρία σε εκπαιδευτικές αρχές, σε συνεργασία με σχολεία και άλλους δρόντες της εκπαίδευσης σε διαφορετικές περιφέρειες να συνεργαστούν σε ένα ή περισσότερα θέματα αμοιβαίου ενδιαφέροντος. Αυτού του είδους συνεργασίες βοηθούν τις συμμετέχουσες περιφέρειες να αναπτύξουν και να ανταλλάξουν καλές πρακτικές στη σχολική εκπαίδευση, να αναπτύξουν εργαλεία για την βιώσιμη συνεργασία πέραν των σύνορων και να ενισχύσουν την ευρωπαϊκή διάσταση στη σχολική εκπαίδευση. Η ευρωπαϊκή διάσταση στην εκπαίδευση δεν ενισχύεται μέσα από τα βιβλία, δεν ενισχύεται θεωρητικά. Και είναι εδώ που έρχεται το πρόγραμμα διαβίου μάθησης έμπρακτα πια να ενισχυθεί αυτή η ευρωπαϊκή διάσταση. Και ιδιαίτερα εμείς στην Κύπρο την έχουμε παραπάνω ανάγκη από τους άλλους εταίρους μας στην Ευρώπη.
And are these activities being carried out through project meetings, exchanges, study visits, and conferences? Conferences at place, person are you dealing with? How much effort did it take you to learn all about it, or at least part about it? So I think this is the reason why we have to involve our teachers and ourselves in developing the methods for them, not for us. With like interactive whiteboards, with smart portion learning, even on smartphones. There are programs like Video to Brain that provide small samples of teaching between 2 and 10 minutes you can do on the train, on the flight, whenever you have time. It's just great what you can do with all these devices. So what the aims of the project, I pointed it out before, and we have to lead teachers and tutors in all educational contexts, from kindergarten to university, lifelong learning centers, to an intensified use of the possibilities offered by the new technologies. And we have to support better integration of the different educational sectors to comply the demands of lifelong learning. We cannot have any more standalones. Kindergarten here, school here, university here, lifelong learning center here. They have to network. They have to build a network and work together. And this is why we involve the local authorities, the schools, primary school, secondary school, vocational school, and the lifelong learning center. They used to display 2 TVs. So how are we going to do it? First of all, we have to know what do we already have, because we already have a lot in our schools, in our organizations. We have PCs, we have laptops, we have projectors. We have, I know Episcopi Primary has interactive whiteboards. We have interactive whiteboards in our schools. So we have to know, and that for stock taking, the possibilities provided by the technical development nowadays, which are existing already and which are already in use in the partners institutions. Sometimes we have the equipment, but nobody uses it. So we spend lots of money and nobody cares about it. It's somewhere in the corner. As a result of the project, it is expected to be able to produce a manual for internal use as well as for dissemination. Dissemination is always a big deal in all European programs. Implying tips for technical equipment, examples of good practice, approved and evaluated. We will even videotape some of these teaching practices. One thing I want to point out, especially the guidance to motivate colleagues, because it's not easy very often to get the colleagues to deal with the new methods and new technologies.
Για την όλη ένταση του προγράμματος μας και επίσης να απολογηθώ στον πρόεδρο της Ένωσης και που είναι μαζί μας σήμερα, δεν τον προσφορήσαμε, πάντα ξεχάνουμε τους μουκτάριες και τις δύο διευθύντριες των γυμνασίων. Θα ακολουθήσει η Μεσημεριανός στο ξενοδοχείο και είστε όλοι ευπρόσδεκτοι μας. Ευχαριστώ.